Python is a versatile, high-level programming language known for its readability and simplicity. It's widely used in various fields, including web development, data science, machine learning, and automation. Today we will show you how to download and install Python, and what other options you have of using Python besides the official version of Python. Before we show you how to install Python in your computer, you must know that Microsoft Excel also supports Python now, and you can use Python in your Excel sheets. There is a small tutorial in Excel on how to use Python as well. Using Python in Excel is very simple. Let's compute the sum of these two numbers using Python. Type =, followed by py, and left parenthesis. As soon as you press the left parenthesis, your cell will change like this, which means you can start writing Python code into this cell now. You can refer to a cell by simply clicking on that cell, as you normally do. Now we can enter +, and select the other cell as well. We must press Ctrl and Enter key to execute the code. And here is the total of two cells, calculated using Python. Now, let's create a variable in the next cell, and multiply the value in cell A3 with that variable. First, we will define a variable x and assign a value to that variable, and then we will multiply it with the value in cell A3. Now, to get the result, we will simply press Ctrl + Enter key. And here is the answer. Of course, you can use Python without Excel as well, by downloading it from its official website, and installing it on your computer. Open Google and search for Python. Click on this link, and go to Downloads. Download the latest version of Python, which is 3.13. Wait for download to complete. Once the download is complete, run the installation file. On the installation setup, click on the Install Now button, or Customize Installation if you want to change default settings. We intend to install Python in the main C drive instead of program files. Therefore, we will change the default address in the setup window to CPython. Finally, click on the Install button to install the application. It is recommended to disable path length limit in Windows to avoid problems in future. After successful installation, click on the Close button. Now, we can go to the C drive, the location where we installed Python, and explore Python installation and files. Let's run Python and test it. Let's perform a small calculation. Everything seems fine. Now, let's locate Python Interactive Development and Learning Environment. Since recently installed, it is available here in recommended list. However, if not here, you can simply type Python to access this through Start menu. Let's perform similar calculation here as well. Our Python installation is now complete, and we have Python ready for our future lessons. After installing Python, you may also need additional Python libraries. Libraries are installed using this tool. To use this tool, open the command prompt as administrator. And in command prompt, change directory to the path where this tool is available. Now enter the name of this tool, to make sure you have the right path, and the tool is accessible. Now enter the name of this tool, followed by the word install, followed by the name of the library you want to install, and press enter. We have chosen to install Pandas library, which is used for data analysis and manipulation. This library, among some others such as Matplotlib library, is essential to use Python with Power BI. And using the same method, you can install all libraries you want. If you do not want to install Python, you have another choice as well. You can download WinPython, which is a portable version of Python, with additional developer tools, such as Spider, JupyterLab, PyTorch, and many useful libraries pre-installed. Simply choose one of the versions you want to download, and click on the download link. Now, wait for the download to complete. Once the download has been completed, open the compressed file, and extract the WinPython files to a location of your choice. Let's extract it to the same location, where we already have installed Python, but in a separate folder. Now, wait for the files to uncompress. And here is our WinPython, in the same Python folder, where we have official Python installed. It also includes the same IDLE. But it has many more interesting developer tools, such as Spider, VS Code, JupyterLab, etc. In addition to these choices, if you don't want to install Python, and don't want to download anything too, you can use Python online as well. To use Python online, go to the Google Colab website. Here you can create new notebooks, or use one of the existing ones if you are already using Google Colab. Click on the New Notebook button to create a new notebook. Let's rename the notebook, which will be saved in your Google Drive, and will be available in the list of notebooks next time. Here you can simply start typing Python code. To execute the code, you need to click on the Run button on the left side of the code block. And here is the result of our Python calculation. You can create another code block by clicking on the Code button. Let's use variables this time to perform calculations and display the result using print command. This will multiply x and y and display the result. And here is the result. There are many benefits of using Google Colab. You don't have to install anything. All your documents are organized. You can work as a team and share notebooks among your team members, who can each add their code in the same file. And on top of that, it is integrated with Google environment, which lets you take the advantage of Google Drive, Google Sheets, and other Google applications. You can also use Python in Power BI. To enable Python, go to the Options and Settings, and click on the Options button. Now, locate the Python Scripting tab, and click on that. Here, currently installed Python may already be selected, but you can also change that by selecting Other. This will allow you to select another location, where you may have another version of Python. This means you can also select the portable version of Python such as WinPython. Let's go to our Python folder. This is the latest version of Python we downloaded and installed from official Python website. And this is the portable version of Python we downloaded and installed from WinPython. We must select this folder if we want to use the portable version of Python. However, we will use the official version of Python. When you are done, you can click on the OK button to close the options window. To use data generated from a Python code, open the Get Data window and search for Python script. Open the Python script window and type or paste your Python code here. This is a simple Python code, which will create a table with X and Y columns. Click on the OK button, after which you will see the Navigator window. Here, select the table generated through Python and click on the Load button. This will load the table into the data pane, just as it does with any other source. Now we can use this data for visualization. For example, we can simply create a bar chart with this table using a Power BI visual. Or, you can use the Python visual to create a Python visualization. First, select all fields you want to use in your visualization. Now, enter a code to generate your desired visualization. This code will generate the same bar chart we already created using the Power BI visual. Click on the Run button to generate the visualization. And here is our Python chart, which is generated using same table and some Python code. Both charts are similar, but Power BI visual has additional features, while Python visual is kind of static. You can make changes to your Python visual by changing the Python code. And with this, we end this lesson. In the next episode, we will explore Python syntax. Please give your feedback using comments section below.